I wanna see you right here tonight. I can be
Okay. Yo, Gadget County, we in the minute, baby. She's officially here. Houston Boots.
I can see me ordering too many drinks at the
bar. Get that money, get that, get that money, get that, get that money, get that money, get that. Yo, how's the party at CJ's tonight?
Feel like I'm a loose I wanna see right here.
Kelly's Innocent Block giving away $300.
I don't wanna go downtown. Know what we used to. Put the top on another round. Feel like I'm a blue screw. I'm getting tired of her magic. Nothing ever changes. I think I wanna stay right here tonight. 'Cause I can be dangerous. Hanging on Billboard.
What's good? What's good, Souls of Thought family? And I know you guys are probably wondering, why did you show those two videos? Well, if you can see here, let me go back to the other viral post. You see here, this is the white trail dancer by the name of Janelle that's reportedly getting 10K to 20K to perform trail rides. And then when you go back to the other one, if you see here, this young lady, the black lady, is actually the creator. Her name is it Tiana Page, is the creator of the dance. And then the white girl is actually the one who went viral with getting performances, and she became a viral sensation, to say the least. And I've seen this for a while now, and I'm only actually talking about it now is because when I went to see Sinners, and see a lot of people are doing the breakdown of Sinners, and they're giving you a breakdown of like in-depth history and all that stuff, which is cool. It has some truth to it. I look at movies as like reading the Bible, right? We all can read the same thing and get something totally different from it. So that's what I normally do as well myself. With that being said, when I think about Sinners and I think about Janelle here, and I think about Tiana, who's the creator, I think about the three white vampires when they entered the door. When they came to the club and they wanted to join in on the fun. And if you heard them, they were like, hey, we got money. We can sing too. They started performing, playing their instruments. And then they kept saying, we all can come together. We all can just be love. And at that time they didn't really get it. And then the girl goes outside and she talks to, this is a spoiler if you haven't watched it. The young lady Mary goes outside, she talks to the three vampires, they end up attacking her, and then the movie starts kind of going even more there. With that being said, the reason why this made me think of Sinners is because we as a Black society will create something and then be okay with everybody joining in. And we have to be honest. I'm gonna tell you why. Janelle is getting 10K to 20K per show. And Tiana, the creator, I don't know if she's getting paid or not, so I'm not going to speak on that behalf. But why she's probably not as viral as Janelle. See, we do this a lot in Black society. I see it a lot, especially in the South, when you go down to things like Mardi Gras and you go to all these things and you see the white people jigging and they dancing. They doing dances that we created. But for some reason, African Americans get a little bit more excited when a white person can do things that we don't think they're supposed to be able to do. I see it all the time. I could show y'all a million videos on TikToks of white women dancing and doing all the hip hop stuff, and then you got the Black teachers behind them dancing with this white teacher that I seen. And we don't understand what we're really doing at this point. See, I'm all about love, right? Everybody who follows my page, you know I date outside my race. You know I'm all about people dating whoever you love. I love all races. I'm a conservative, so I don't have a racist bone in my body. With that being said, that doesn't mean that I miss the writing on the wall. And I used to always tell African Americans this: if you want to push something, you have to do it exclusively. You can't let other people in on what you're doing. See and then when you let them in, you get upset because now Janelle's making 10K to 20K a show, and I see the reviews, I see the comments in the thing, and this one lady. Let me show y'all this. Share this, and let me show y'all what I'm talking about here. See, see right here, one of these comments says, "It's a vibe. I just wish the original creator of the dance was getting booked and busy like this as well. People be hating on her real hard these days. We the only group of people that get mad when somebody go big." And it goes on and says, "Get paid to uplift the culture." Yes. Somebody said, "Respect. Why are people always considered haters when they tell the truth or state their opinion? Just because you may think she can dance doesn't mean I think the same, and that's completely okay." Which, as you see here, right? You see all these comments, you see the way that black people really feel about this after she went viral. And we don't want to say the truth. Janelle has a cuter face. Janelle moves like a black girl moves, hypothetically, right? And so people give more attention to that. Even when you listen to this DJ in the back, see, y'all got to really pay attention to all the details.
Sean's giveaway 3 week action. Yes, sir. Whoa.
Davis. I'm saying I wanna say right here tonight. 'Cause I can be angel.
Jay. I can be angel. Okay. Yo, Gadsden County, we in the minute, baby. She's officially here. Houston Boots.
I can see me ordering too many drinks at the
Yo, get that money. Get that money.
And he's saying, "Get that money, Bunny. Get that money." And then if you notice, there's a little black girl back here who's watching, who probably loved the dance and wasn't expecting this young lady to come out. But that's another story for another day. With that being said, as you can see, these events are mostly black ran trail ride events who are now bringing out someone who doesn't look like them. And they could have been paying 10K to 20K for the same black creator of this dance, but they didn't want to do that. Why? And when you go back in history, people ain't gonna tell you this stuff, but like even Rosa Parks was not the first black person to boycott and sit on the bus and sit in the front. It was actually a darker skinned lady who did it, but they knew when they wanted to push the boycott and get it out there, it had to be someone that could pass or could look like. Everything is based on looks, man. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like I tell people all the time, and looks is in the eye of the beholder, as some may say. With that being said, we allowed this young lady in. So now you have to reap what you sow. You got to let that vampire bite on your neck and you become part of the team. And that's what you're seeing here. So I just thought about that. I know this might go over a lot of people's head because a lot of people don't think the way I think, but I really thought about sinners when I thought about this young lady. You had Tiana, the Page, the creator, who was at the joint. She like a Sammy, right? She's singing, she got the blues, she got the dance, she turning up the crowd. But then everybody else want to come join in. And then once they get that one white person who could join in and mingle in the crowd, that white person exposes one of the big people, and then they go from there. Then they start attacking everybody who looks like us. And I always tell people, hey, I'm not a hater. I'm not racist. I just like to point out the facts. I don't care. At the end of the day, I don't do any of the trail dances. I don't go to trail rides. I think it's a bunch of foolishness because we got little kids doing wear them boots, boots on the ground, all that stuff. So I'm not a fan of that anyway. With that being said, really pay attention to that. A lot of people are breaking down sinners in such this whole facet, but sinners has a lot of basic things that are going on in today's world. And my goal is to try to keep picking out little pieces here and there. But shout out to Janelle making 10K, 20K. I want to see one of her posts that she was booked all the way through September and stuff. So, if you guys want, you can always get Tiana Page, who created the dance. Here she go right here. You can always get her. She created the dance. And before I go, we'll play it one more time so y'all can see the creator of the dance do her thing.
I wanna go that way. Know what we used to. What's the time of another rain? And I got no blue screw. I'm getting tired of her magic. Nothing ever changes.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing before I let y'all go. Janelle puts a little bit more effort into it than Tiana. That's what made the dance stand out. See, a lot of people, y'all know, I was born in 1985. We done grew up in a lot of dance phases. You had Laffy Taffy, the Dougie, you had a million different dances, and it was all about how people perform it. So when the performance is right, people show up. With that being said, it's your boy Norris from Souls of Thought. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, keep your opinions to yourself and be a voice of reality. You know what I mean? God loves you, which is most importantly, I love you. You're beautiful, and your boy's out. Let go.